Sorry, I didn't see you there. I've been enjoying my week. And that's about to come to an end because we're watching more Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei. If anything is undoubtedly going to riddle my week with confusion, it's going to be this show. And unless my files are just broken beyond recognition, there's only 3 episodes of this little part of the season, so we'll be moving on relatively quickly. Still, what exactly it comprises of is a mystery to me. Then again, it's probably a mystery to the author. So all I really know is that there is some darkness lingering beneath the surface, whether that be with the characters or society, and it's going to be illuminated oh so well. But fret not, because we have to begin. So sit down, grab yourself a drink. Let's watch some Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei. Again, the intro that we don't deserve. That went on for a little too long. Considering a lot of the imagery and references and parodies that this show actually attempts, did I have a massive stroke, or is this new art here? Ah, I see. I can also hear it. Much like the endings of Monogatari in that style, I like these bits of artwork. And how long before everyone is replaced? I do like how it is... But I do like how it is layered. Like, there is a grander animation and artistry to the opening that we get a little bit more of each time. Oh, there's the rifle again. Yeah, like any other day in this show, he's just, preparing for a nice bath. Oh, okay. Campfire stories? Did they do their homework at least? Well, if anyone wanted to start. Yeah, I had an explanation about, the friend thing before. Please don't have to... Oh, okay. Is that one that is tough at the stomach? Stop ruining their fun. Not every idea has to be unique. Sometimes the best are derivatives of... Ah, 7 mysteries of the school. Since he is a dedicated fan, knowing everything that has happened before, this... We're running out of ideas, are we? And once the last light is extinguished, what then? Subtle promotion. You know, how many layers of redone gags can they get away with? I mean, they haven't done it, sure, but what is the purpose of it all? She just wants to dance. I'm not sure about the... Nanika. I mean, now that we've gone through the gag and you've laid out the... Not on a plane. You've had a storyboard of the entire joke. We don't need to have it play out now. I really hate catching a train. I only done it like twice, but always think I'd get lost somewhere. Excuse me. I feel someone was called out there of that despair. Does she have to... I mean, is that any different than usual? Yeah. I see they don't have great healthcare over there. Oh, this soundtrack for the despair moment. That was quite good. I like that. Is that something you can get past the censors, though? There's a certain crowd that would enjoy that. That's a different kind of story. Let's not hear about particular criminal codes, please. Especially how they can be circumvented. Or technically, you're not a criminal. The one and only hope for the show left. Do you want her to be in charge of it? You mean like what we've just experienced? Yeah. Fair. The very premise itself was that last joke. They mentioned about redoing chapter 1, so... If anyone's going to have fun with the percussion side of it, it would be Maria. I feel like that sentence was kind of forced. It's fine, just end every night with a few tears. What could go wrong? That's the normal way. What was with the Hieronymus Bosch-esque demons in the background of that silhouette transition? Was that it? Just... okay. Let's hope it goes well for him. They have matching ideas. They are... it is... they're going to have a grudge match for all time. In life, not just in this competition. Is it a victory you want to win? Is that what that is saying here? I see. So it's what they're willing to sacrifice without noticing how far they've fallen. Now you're just going into warfare. Yeah, there's sometimes very little in terms of victors here. Playing Risk in the background. Until they stumble into something even worse. I don't know what family... I see. So they're trying to edge out the last victory they can. Why is everyone charging into this? Stumbled or followed? You gotta watch out for those landmines and artillery. Drag down your opponents. It's a way of life for politicians, really. It's about certain preferences. Much like arguments on the internet, there's no winners. Apart from those that never took part. I do like that, it didn't leave the battlefield, so every scene is still having that torn down aesthetic. No longer accepted. And the greatest battle of all time is... I feel like not only are they losing, we are as well by having to see it. Some are different. Of course, you would have some way of turning this around. And right. What? No, there is no bad attention. As long as he gets paid, yeah, there's a winner. It depends on how far wide you go looking for whoever came out worse off. If it involves this show no longer being funded, might be onto something. It definitely sounds, yeah, like a cult or a multi-level marketing campaign. Do UFOs exist? I mean, by definition, yes. Now, are they intelligent life forms? That is a different question. Peacock. Shocking images soon. I ready. I like that. I like that Miria got a attendance fee for just wearing glasses. Wouldn't mind being a background extra if it meant standing around and getting paid for it. Any particular reason why he's in a student uniform now? Oh. It's an art display. Hang on a sec. Is that the delinquent that we saw? Or was it just another design similar? So this is where he got the idea. I see. They're wanting him to join them. Yep. Keep away from stray thoughts. The fact that he is intrinsically the opposite of the Zetsubou Sensei we know. I mean, Ghibli movies can't really go wrong. So quickly and all. Well, gotta have one way of getting through to him. Why can't they do the work themselves? Just every one of them. Well, with that attitude, this is for the sister. Ah, okay. It's just very impressive taste. I like the idea of, yeah, rose-tinted glasses, and we're doing that. It's not as... feel like on two different wavelengths. Probably a sport that I'll finally be good at. Why do they look like Final Fantasy 15 rejects? Helmets? What are they expecting to... Right. At least they got the right voice actor to do this kind of club. Clever. Oh, way to make things more entertaining than explaining it. Although for someone who doesn't quite get it, Probably best to explain. Keep them for later, but... However, what? Are they... got some horrible curse implemented on? Right. Personally, I wouldn't mind that. My glasses are kind of bent and loose, so might stay a bit more. Ha 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 ha. Is that not quite what they... He moves around pretty quickly, but also, yeah. Depends. In hospitality, it's kind of... I've seen a lot of, yeah, frustrating. He has been on his knees and grovelling for far too long. He's got it down pat. So is the entire premise of this show just to save his own life? He has to think negatively about the world? Those damn glasses. I mean, a one-way trip down a gorge, you enjoy it for the rest of your life. Is it good career prospect? Because if they don't get a fifth member, it would be disbanded. He's already proven otherwise. He has been trapped, bamboozled. First off, that was just a glancing blow. Second off, if there was going to be back in time when he was a student, of course. A field trip to another school? This is a different kind of club. Well, word travels fast. Also, did they swap around voice actors? The kidnapped is not meant to join in on the chant. Putting what he learnt to good use there. He has been thoroughly brainwashed there. Well, I know that Japan has the prostrating dog-eaters and whatnot, but are there any other cultures around the world which have expressive ways of apologizing and stuff quite like that? As far as I know, Britain's quite aloof to all of that. You know, stiff up a lip and all that. No grand displays or anything. That's just embarrassing. Still, as a Zetsubou Sensei episode, shifting around the times and going into questioning what they actually do with the show itself, with the jokes, how it's portrayed, what can they actually get away with. Crammed a lot in. Medi. Please don't get into shoplifting. And by the time she got back to buy it, it was all gone. We just cut off mid-sentence. One thing is for certain, though. Zetsubou Sensei was correct. There are no winners, especially when it comes to watching anime. Overworked animators, low DVD sales, and of course, me. On this perpetual journey of this channel. Although I guess the true winner here would be those of you stuck around this long, at least, to see my confusion. I'm sure, though, that in every argument, if you try hard enough, you can find a victor of sorts in, well, as long as you kind of dilute what it means to win. Usually, though, when in doubt, the only winners are the lawyers. And getting back to the beginning of the episode, the 100 jokes, and no, you can't do that, we've done it before. No, we've done that one as well. Sometimes, and this show does it a lot, so it already knows, but some jokes can be repeated, where they become a mainstay, whether it be a dog, a crane, or being served with legal papers. Although if it needs any more setup than just that, then yeah, maybe a quick callback once and again is okay, but you don't want to let the audience get bored. Well, the boredom of Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei is a tough concept. It goes on so quickly, it's hard to take it all in before the next scene has already arrived. But honestly, I'm not sure what else I can really add to all of this. The ideas and jokes that have been pulled up in this episode, much like pretty much every episode again, some of them go over my head. The fact that some of these jokes are so obvious in hindsight, but you never really think about it beforehand. There are no winners in war. Oh, but even worse, when you're at the end of your career and you haven't achieved anything. It's just fighting for vainglory, but no one cares. Being able to hit that final home run. Great. Let's hope it's never actually too late. But the idea of joining a club, accidentally joining... Why do you even go into that room if you just need glasses? Joining a club, a negative club. How did that get signed off in the first place? What are the club activities other than just general despair? And a wantingness to downplay society. But I do like that no matter what the joke is, the time zone, the location on Earth, you know that if he's going to get into trouble, she's going to be not far around the corner. Maybe even the catalyst for it. Wandering off on a school trip. I see she never learned her lesson. But that was one more episode of Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei. And considering that it's going on to a new season afterwards, the seasons really don't mean anything, do they? It's just a collection of episodes that were animated at some point in time with a slight gap in between. The fact that you don't actually have to watch them in order to get anything is both a blessing and a curse. But I'm enjoying it, and hopefully you are as well. If I entertained you, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing. Join onto my Discord for notifications, memes, and not much else, honestly. But get yourself some rest so that I can see you for the next one. If you want to be my assistant in this losing battle, consider joining onto my Patreon, because there really aren't any winners, but at least we get to watch anime. So I do need to thank Sal, Guado, Kite, Ruben Filomawa, Wolfie Sensei, and everyone else for losing as much as they have. But it's been one hell of a journey, so thank you.